Hey. I know I look like crap, guys, but listen, we work from home, and I'm going to give you a little secret. No one cares. No one cares. Okay, so I need to go get Bailey off the bus, but I wanted to hop on here because I'm going to get real for a second here. Oh, darn it. Do you guys ever, like, check this out? Ever just do this? I know this is so bad for my wiper blades, but I just literally turn my stuff on. Don't like mind my screen here that's like everything's wrong. It just turned on, so it does that for a little while and it drives me nuts. All right, so anyways, that's what I'm doing right now, trying to thaw out my crap. But I wanted to hop on here, and it's going to be super quick because I got to get Bailey off the bus, and but I know that there's a lot going on right now. I don't know why this is so friggin' frozen. This is a POS. POS! Hold on, guys. I'm driving blind here for a minute. Up to my driveway. I just gotta make sure that nothing's coming. All right, there's the little bus. Perfect. Okay, so you're gonna hear this, and I'm gonna try to make it quick, okay? Hello, Jessica! Thanks for hopping on. I'm going to make it super quick because I want to tell you guys a little story that I told on my live this morning, and I'm gonna say it in a little bit of a different perspective, and this is gonna help you out, okay? I hope that this is gonna work fine. Okay, I'm hoping that this is gonna work fine, okay? All right, so I might have to hop up like super quick at some point, but I want to hop on here and kind of talk about it, okay? So this morning, I went to go wake Bailey up for the bus, and I knew that she wanted to make her teacher a not a necklace, but a bracelet, and we didn't get to do it last night, and so she didn't make it, and so she said, can I wake up early and do it? And so my whole thing is she takes forever to get ready in the morning. It's really hard to get her to wake up, and unless you throw something out at her, okay? And so I I walked into her bedroom this morning and I said, Bailey, if you want to get up and make Miss Ellis a bracelet, you need to wake up right now. And she didn't wake up. And so I said again, I went back in there and I said, Bailey, if you want to wake up and make Miss Ellis a bracelet, you need to get up like right now. And she still didn't get up. And then I went in there, and knowing that her nightly routine is to go to, sorry, I thought there was a bus, and look guys, I'm like frozen, so I'm like trying to make sure it's not the bus that's coming. Anyways, so yeah, so I went back in there, and I know for a fact that her favorite thing to do is go to her Mimi and B's house, which they live right next door to us. We have a double driveway, and they live on one driveway, we live down the other, and she goes there every single night. That's like her favorite thing to do, right? That's something that she's passionate about. She loves her relationship with her grandparents because they, do stuff with her, they play games with her, they do the things that she likes to do. And so she's very passionate about her time at her Mimi and B's house. So I went in there and I said, Bailey, if you don't get your butt up out of bed, you're not going to Mimi's for the next week. And that changed her whole tune. That got her right up out of bed. She got right up out of bed. She got her stuff on, and she was able to make the bracelet for Miss Ellis before she went to school. And so I got on live this morning. I was talking about this, and if you haven't watched the live, you should definitely watch the live because it talks a lot in depth about this in a every single day life situation. But I want to take a minute to relate this to our business because listen, guys, when you get started working a business like this or growing in your life in general, you gotta know where you're going, right? If you get started with a business like this and you have no idea what you want in your future, it's kind of like you're entering a maze blindfolded because you have no clue where you're going. No clue where you're going with no destination, a closed maze where there's no ending. whatsoever. How are you ever going to get out? Where are you getting out? Because there's no exit. There is no exit, and you're blindfolded. So you're kind of just bumping into walls, right? You're bumping into walls over and over and over again because you have no direction. It's like literally taking a trip across country with no street signs and no map in front of you. There's no GPS. You've got nothing. How are you supposed to get to the end, guys? Really? You have no way, like no direction on where you're going. You have no idea what your final destination is. And so where are you going to go? You're going to have nothing. You're going to have the tools right in front of you, but you're not going to pick the tools up and actually use them. You're not going to pick the tools up and actually use them because you have no idea where your destination is. You don't know what you're fighting for. And so here's the cool thing. Just like Bailey not being able to get out of bed until I mentioned something that really meant a lot to her, you got to choose your why. And if your why is not pulling you to it, if you're not waking up early, if you're not staying up late at night for your reason why, it clearly does not mean enough to you. You have to find that thing, that one thing. And I'm sorry to say, but like for the longest time, like I had a why and it was nothing to me. It didn't mean anything to me. And so I didn't actually do anything. I literally just sat there and I knew what I was doing. I knew like I had the tools right in front of me. I knew that I had to message. I knew I had to post. I knew I had to do all the things every single day, but I had no idea where the heck I was going. And so it made it really, really, really difficult to keep going forward. I actually debated quitting several times. And you guys feel that way? You feel like you want to quit one day and the next day you're on fire? It's because your why is all over the place. You're not focusing. It's like if you're driving down the road and you're looking at the damn trees, you're going to go to the trees, right? That's no different from here. You have to know what you're focusing on so that you can move forward. You can focus on the road ahead. What's at the end of that road? What is going to pull you to hit that gas over and over again, no matter how bumpy or windy that road is? What's going to make you keep hitting that throttle? What means the most to you? What are you most passionate about? What is going to make you happy? When you sit down and you really start thinking about, you know, damn, like what's really, like what's a perfect day for me? What is the perfect day for me? And what are the things that are going to be incorporated into that day, you know? What is going to make me not stress anymore? You've got to start getting uncomfortable with the situation that you're in and knowing that the only way to move forward is by doing the things that you have to do every single day, not doing what you want to do. Your why should be pulling you towards it. It should be pulling you. And I know, you know how last night on Family Call, Kimmy was saying, some of you guys already fell off the bandwagon and we just started the year. It is so freaking true, guys. It is so true. And it's because the why is not clear. When the why is clear, the how comes together, no matter what. And as long as you're doing the things that you need to do, not the things that you want to do, that reason or that why is going to pull you in the right direction. No matter if you don't know how, it's going to happen, do the things that you need to do, not the things that you want to do. Wake up early, get your income producing activities done. Go to bed late, get your income producing activities done. Write yourself out your 6 list. Know what you have to do every single day in order to make it happen. Know how you're producing your loyal customers. Know how to produce a loyal customer. Some of you guys know exactly how to place them. Some of you guys know exactly how to find them, but you don't do it. You don't do it the way that you need to do it. You got to get over yourself. And I am saying this because I've had to say this to myself before. I have had to say this to myself before. You got to get over yourself, Chelsea. You got to get over yourself. Get out of your head and get back in the game. You want all the things. You want to do all the fun things. You want, you know, your kids to have a better life. You want to be debt free so you're not screaming constantly because you're anxiety ridden. You want to be able to put your bills on auto pay and not have to worry about whether you're going to have to rob Peter to pay Paul this next month. You want to be able to go and buy however many groceries that your family needs without having to check your bank account first. You want to not have to stress about whether your lights are going to get shut off because you can't afford it. You have to remind yourself of these things every single day. Remind yourself that sometimes we have to do the things that are hard so that we can get the things that we love, so that we can get the good things in life. We got to sacrifice that extra hour of sleep so that we can get the great things in life, like spending more time with our kids, so that we can take our kids shopping, so we can take them outside and play with them and not have to worry about the time or the clock. You just have to get out of your head. You have to stop thinking that it's going to be easy, because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Everybody would be doing it. And the best things in life, the best things that are in life are the things that you have to work for. And this is God's test for you. This is the path you're supposed to be on. You're watching this video right now because this is what He's saying. This is your path. This is not just something you need to take lightly and just throw away or work like a hobby, because guess what, guys? Hobbies cost money. Hobbies cost money. But when you work it like it's a business, business pays. That's what happens. And you know why there's so many, you know those people who make a lot of, sorry, I'm watching for the bus, but you know those people who are making all that money and you think, oh, I wish I could just snap my fingers and I could be there. You know how many times I've wished that? But the thing is, the reality is, those people who are sitting at the top of their company that they're with worked their butt off. They had to get out of their head and into the game, just like you do. Just like you do. You got to start sacrificing the good for the great. And if you really truly want your reason why every single day, and if it is something that is not pulling you towards it, you got to readjust it, girlfriend. You just got to readjust it. You got to really start thinking about your why and why it's not pulling you. Why it's not pulling you. And there's nothing wrong with you. That's the thing. There's nothing wrong with you that it's not pulling you. It's that it doesn't mean enough to you, or you're not digging deep enough into it. You're not digging deep enough into it. And so sitting here saying that when I first started saying that I wanted a new vehicle, that was my why, guys. That was my why. My priorities sucked when I got started. My reason why was because I wanted a new vehicle. But what I really wanted was I wanted to stay home. I wanted to be home with my child. I wanted to not have to worry about what's going on with her. I didn't want to have to worry about something happening to her while she was being watched and taken care of by someone else. I didn't want someone else raising my child. I have anxiety to no end. To no end. We are in a snowstorm right now and I'm like flipping out, guys, because I wish that I would just went and picked her up. Imagine me when my kid's at daycare, how much I panicked. I needed to be home with her. I needed to be with her 24/7 to relieve that anxiety, okay? And so think about the things. Really dig deep. I challenge you. Dig deep into what you want. What is your perfect life? And if you're not being pulled towards that, dream bigger. I know you have more deep inside of you, and I believe in you to no end. I know if I can do it, a small town girl from, East Bum F, a girl who like literally was just so broken 2 years ago. I was so broken. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what I was doing. I've never done network marketing my entire life before. This is my very first real attempt to being able to work a stay-at-home job. And if I can do it and I can figure it out with no leader, with no team, with no one talking to me on videos like this, I did it with nothing. I had to go and research everything myself. I had to learn everything myself. So if I can do it like that, because my why of wanting to be home with my kids and my why of not wanting to panic anymore about the drive home and this crap, I didn't want that anymore for myself. I was done being where I was. I was done living in my misery. I was done living broke. I was done with being nervous and scared and anxious 24/7 because I couldn't even pay my damn bills. I was 110% done, and I wrote it down. I focused on it so intensely. People thought I was freaking crazy, guys. People thought that I was nuts because I shouted it out loud what I was doing. I just announced this morning that Matt and I are earning an $8,000 paycheck. You know how scary that is? But it's true, because I'm going to work my ass off until I make it happen. And it's pulling me towards it because it's not just for the money. I don't just want the money out of it. I want to help all my girls on my team out of it. I want to make sure that Matt and I can pay for all of our bills and pay off our debt. The only way to do that is to make that kind of money. And so that's what's pulling me towards it every single day. That's what's making me do my 5-10 minute messaging sprees. That's what's making me wake up early in the morning and get my crap done before Bailey wakes up. That's what's making me stay up late till midnight and then wake up at 5 o'clock again. That's what's making me do it, because I'm sacrificing the good in my life for the great that is coming to me. The great is coming to us, guys, but you got to be willing to get down and dirty and get down to the nitty gritty right now. This is boom season, girlfriend. This is boom season, and I can't tell you enough. Don't put your dreams on the back burner this year. This is your year to shine, and I promise you that. You just need to get your why together, realize what you want, and go for it. All right, so I love you guys, and I hope you have a great day. If you're in this crappy weather, please drive safe and buckle up, and I love you guys.